Here's a look at this day in history. October 26th.
In 1977, the last natural case of smallpox occurred. The World Health Organization considers this date the anniversary of the eradication of smallpox, the most significant success in the history of vaccination. In 1984, an infant known as Baby Faye received a heart transplant from a baboon, but died 20 days later. In 2001, in reaction to the terrorist attacks of 9/11, the U.S. Congress passed the Patriot Act into law. And in 1881, there was a showdown at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. The Earp brothers and Doc Holliday shot up the Clanton-McLaury gang. The town sheriff called it murder, but the justice of the peace said the Earps and Holliday had probable cause, and they went down in history as the good guys. And that's this.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Demetrius.
And Destiny.
Bringing your morning announcements
on WDMS News.
Today is Monday, October 26th, 2015 B-Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the DMS Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated.
Today's math problem is the Chicago Cubs won 97 baseball games and lost 67 baseball games in the regular season this year. What percentage of games did they win? Be sure to let your math teacher know if you can solve it.
Now here's Molina with today's weather.
It was 46 degrees this morning. It should be partly cloudy today with a high of 59 degrees this afternoon. Here's the weather for the remainder of the week. Now for the sports report. The Ravens will be playing tonight in Arizona. They hope to start a winning streak. They have not made excuses for themselves, but the next few weeks' schedule should be easier. They play 6 of the 8 games at home after tonight. Now, back to you guys.
Thank you, Melina. The topic for this week's Words of the Day is communication. Today, our word is audible. Dog whistles are not audible to humans because they are too high-pitched. Can you determine what audible means? Once again, today's word of the day is audible. Take a look at Dundalk Middle School's PTA Facebook page to find updates about their going on to our school. It can be found at www.facebook.com/Dundalk Middle School PTSA. DMS is working on a talent show. So now here is Demetrius on location with Miss Carter and Miss Williams.
Welcome, Miss Carter and Miss Williams. You will be holding auditions for the Dundalk Middle School talent shows, correct?
Yeah.
When are the auditions?
Auditions will be held November 3rd and 4th after school. It's really important for you to know that whatever you audition with is what you will be performing at the talent show.
How do we get an audition in time?
In order to have an audition, you need to sign up for a time slot. There are sheets outside of Miss Carter's room that you can sign up. You can only sign up for one time slot.
How do the auditions work?
At auditions, you will be held in room 113, which is my room, until you're called at your specific time slot. At that time, you'll come in, you'll audition for us. It'll be about 5 minutes, and then you'll go back and wait in the holding room, room 113.
When and how is the cast list announced?
The cast list will be announced on Friday. You will get a packet in your homeroom with an acceptance letter and a rehearsal schedule. So you'll know exactly what days you need to be there and when. And there will be a couple rehearsals that we may need to stay a little bit past that late bus, so it's really important that you give that to your parent and guardian.
Okay. Now, how do the rehearsals work?
The rehearsals, we have, after the audition days, that following week we will have small group rehearsals. You will only need to be at one of those rehearsals, and that will give you a lot of focused one-on-one time with the two of us so that you can make sure your performance is the absolute best that it can be.
Now, regarding the talent shows, are there going to be MCs?
There absolutely will be, and this year there will be student MCs.
How are the talent show who are the talent show MCs?
You can come in and audition to be an MC. Come in and sign up for an audition slot. Tell us a couple jokes. Show us just how funny you can be. And I'm looking at you, Demetrius. And what they will do is they will come to every small group rehearsal, and they will be given a couple specific acts to introduce, and they will write small skits to introduce those acts in a really funny way. So it'll be a little bit different than last year, but I think it's going to be really cool.
Well, thank you for your time, and now here's Destiny with the words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Destiny with a few words of wisdom. Abigail Adams was First Lady of the White House and the wife of John Adams, second President of the United States. Although Miss Adams had very little formal education, she became one of the most educated women of her time. How? She educated herself by reading, by studying, and by spending time with brilliant people. Now listen to her words written 200 years ago. Learning is not gained by chance. It must be sought for an ardor and attended to with diligence. Miss Adams is saying we should look for opportunities to learn and how we ardor, which means with excitement and passion. In other words, we need to get excited about learning and never miss an opportunity to learn something new. Why? Because when every opportunity is learned, something new comes an opportunity for a little more success, happiness, and wisdom. With something to think about, this is Destiny. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours, and here's Mr. Barish.
Morning, Dundalk Middle School. I want to first congratulate all of our students who represented DMS this weekend so well. We had students who did an excellent job during the cross-country race at Delaney High School. We also had students represent Dundalk Middle School doing very well at badminton this weekend. In addition to our students who supported us and those great extracurricular activities, I also would like to give special recognition and a shout out to our 23 students who came on Saturday for our Saturday Academy. I'm very impressed with the focus of all of our students at Dundalk Middle School who want to again make sure that they're doing the best that job that they can. This is a reminder to all students that this is the last week of the first quarter. Students, please make sure you have reviewed your progress on BCPS 1. There's still about 30% of you have not logged on to BCPS 1 up to date. And you can determine if you have any missing work or any makeup work that you could still turn in. Partial credit is better than no credit. Again, the quarter closes this Friday, and students on Friday will have a half day so teachers can work on completing their quarter grade reporting. Also, students, this is the final week for our attendance incentive, so stand by and you'll be listening to each day updates on our attendance. Remember, Friday is scheduled for Crazy Hair, Crazy Hat Day at Dundalk Middle School for any grade level that hits 95%. And you're going to hear a report by the end of the day to see, based on Friday's attendance, again, not just who's in the lead, because it's not about just who's in the lead, it's who hits that 95% target. And right now the 6th graders, as of last week, were in the lead, but that doesn't mean 7th and 8th graders cannot catch up. Remember, students, it starts with coming to school every day, demonstrating excellent attendance, a positive attitude, and applying yourself. That's what we call bringing your A game to DMS. And in turn, Team DMS will do whatever it takes to educate and inspire you to become a globally competitive graduate. What is going to separate you from everybody else? It starts from what you do today. Let's make it a great day. Now back to Destiny and Demetrius.
This is Demetrius.
And Destiny.
Have a marvelous Monday.